So the first one is going to be sketching an angle in standard form. So when we want to sketch an angle in standard form, you can see in this case we have a radian, okay? Now there's a couple different ways we can think about doing radians. And the way that I always like to kind of think about it or explain with my students is just remember that we can use this kind of semicircle. So halfway around a circle is going to be pi, right? Or 4 pi over 4. Now my angle is only going to be 3 pi over those 4. So 1 pi, 2 pi over 3 pi over 4. So again, we always start at our standard. Our initial side is always the positive version of our x-axis. And then we're going to have our terminal side, which is going to go over right over here. So that is going to be angle 3 pi over 4. Now, what about if we have a negative angle? So when we have a negative angle, we're just going to go in the opposite direction. We're now going to go in our clockwise direction. Now you can see my denominator, though, is at 6, right, instead of a 4. So we're going to do the same idea here. Like we can create this as a semicircle, right? But now instead of breaking it up into 4 equal parts, I'm now going to go ahead and break this up into 6 equal parts. All right. So now that it's broken down into 6 equal parts, what I want you to see is like halfway around a circle would be 6 pi over 6, right? So we just need to go one extra pi over, or one extra pi over 6 over, and to get to our terminal side, which is now going to take me for an angle here that's going to be have a terminal side, that lies in the second quadrant. And then the last example here is we have degrees. Now degrees, we don't really need to worry about like this breaking up in little slices of pie and understanding stuff. You don't really need to do that anyways. Like the faster and better you get, you don't really need to do that at all. But when you're dealing with like degrees, we need to understand that like, what are our kind of key metrics, key points here for our rotations. So we know that like that's 90 degrees, 180, 270, 360, right? So all the way around circle is 360. And then to get to 420, I just need to go an extra 60 degrees, which I'll just estimate here to be right there. So this would be what we call an angle that has an extra revolution on it.